Welcome back to Focus on 5, where we're celebrating 70 years of WNEM TV5. Please enjoy this look back at TV5's rich history and legendary broadcasters that made us who we are today.
All right, back to the implosion. Joining us live now, News 5's Mel Serow from the University Club in the Genesee Towers downtown with a look at a special piece of the old jail that was recently dug up. Mel.
Well, you know, Sam, here is a good question to ponder on a Saturday morning. Suppose someone came up to you and said, hey, give me an article that I want to seal away for decades and decades, maybe 60, 70, even 100 years. What would you give that person? What is the message that you would want to send to people 60, 70, 80, 100 years from now? Well, let's take a look at what some folks did 68 years ago in just that situation. Don't have it. Okay. What we were going to show you, of course, is the piece of the time capsule that was found at the Genesee County Jail. It was a copper box that was sealed away in the cornerstone, dating 1930, and in it, one of the most prominent things that the folks back then decided that folks in this time period should in fact see are newspapers, and they had newspapers from around the state, from around the city, and even suburban areas. Now I think we can take a look at it.
Newspapers of the day appear to be the favorite item back in 1930 to stuff into a time capsule. The newspapers came from around the state and Genesee County. The papers and other items were removed from the sealed copper capsule, removed from the cornerstone of the jail. The contents are now in the possession of County Clerk Michael Carr.
Looks to me like some of the countywide elected officials and people who worked in the jail sort of decided at the last minute or something to throw this stuff into a box and put it into the cornerstone, because most of the stuff you find here, other than newspapers, are personal items that they have thrown in.
68 years ago, newspapers covered articles that are similar to today, but more trivial items also made it to print.
The things that were headlines back then to today probably wouldn't be. For instance, in one of the newspapers here, there's a story about some Grand Blanc people buying land in the Upper Peninsula, which clearly wouldn't be a story today unless it was all the entire lake frontage.
And legal papers had a lot less legalese.
This is the agreement between the contractor then to build the jail. Happens to be the same company that is now tearing down the jail, but you can see it's a two-pager, whereas the current contract between the two is about an inch thick.
So what to do with all this old stuff? Eventually it'll be put on public display.
And we're going to put it all in display cases, and at least the first request I've had for it is in the new jail for their anniversary party on the 4th of December. So hopefully we'll be able to put it in a case and put it on display over there, and then move it around to various buildings. Government and otherwise.
For it eventually?
I hope it'll be in the new building that will be attached to this building that replaces the jail. I would hope that, but of course the decision really will be the County Board of Commissioners.
Now, one of those items that somebody decided to put in there was in fact a pouch of tobacco. Now, some of those old pictures that you saw, they are going to be resurrected and will become the cover for the new county directory. As a matter of fact, I asked Mike Carr if he had the opportunity, what would he put into a time capsule? It's a question that he's still pondering.